morning. Welcome to net number 1020 on the first day of August. Man, July's gone already. Let's see, this is NWBH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. I'll be doing the first hour of the brew along with Vicky, KE8VKY on the log. Then 8 o'clock we'll turn over to Jeff, KE0GKF along with Vicky. And then we'll turn it over to Dick and Vicky for the second cup following the morning brew. A couple quick announcements. Tonight, 8 o'clock, YouthNet. Bring grandchildren. Any third-party traffic is welcome. Saturday morning, 9 a.m., 40 meter net, 7.245. And Saturday night, 11 p.m., trivia net. Let's see. Question of the day is, do you go to your county or state fair? We have quite a list of text check-ins, and that is 716-311-9050. And now you can email your check-in at text@ecr.radio. Let me run through the list real quick, and then we'll take some mobiles. We have Roy, KA8BYU, Wayne, KC2NJV, Keith, W9QJQ, Ray, N3DQD, Greg, VA3GLJ, Jimmy, KD9YU, Paul, KQ9K, David, N6QDY, Adam, W9AFK, Vincent, KR4EMM, Joe, KM4WZD, Charles, KD2YUY, Michael, KE2EIO, Mark, KE2EDS, Anna, KD3AJN, Dan, WA8PGV, Jose, KJ5MEL, Rick, 5GI, Chuck, W3CVE. Man, they just kept coming in. Let's take some mobiles. Mobiles only, call signs twice.
Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November. Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November. Mobile and in and out today. Thank you.
Kilo 4 Kilo Zulu Zulu KK4KZZ mobile.
Whiskey 5 Tango X-Ray Tango Mobile W5TXT.
W8NJT Whiskey 8 November Juliet Tango. Okay, we'll hold up there. We'll acknowledge this list and see who we missed. There was some doubling there. Elliot Anders, KZ4JN was in and out this morning. Thanks for stopping by and hope you have a great weekend. We have Mark, KK4KZZ, Skip, W5TXT, Alan, N2ZVN, Kevin, KQM, and Nick, W8NJT. If we missed you, come with your call sign twice.
Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Charlie Kilo. Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Charlie Kilo Mobile.
Echo 2 Juliet Alpha Mobile. The last station, could you give us your call sign again? Sounded like 2JG. Yeah, nothing heard. We'll run this list. Let's go up to Mark, KK4KZZ. Do you go to your county or state fair?
Good morning. Happy Friday. DGIF. Let's see. No, I haven't been to the fair in several years. So right now, no. And hopefully everyone has a great weekend. And I'll send it back to net. KK4KZZ.
Yeah, very good, Mark. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you checking in. Skip, W5TXT, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to the net. I grew up in Dallas, which is the home of the Texas State Fair, the largest state fair in the U.S., by the way. But I've been living down in southeast Texas for a little over 30 years now. Kind of hard to justify making the 4-hour drive, so no, we hadn't been in a while. W5TXT.
Very good, Skip. Yeah, that would have to almost make it an overnight stay. Have a great weekend. Alan, N2ZVN, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Bill. Oh, on the net this morning. Oh, well, I haven't been to a state fair in probably about 15 years, but we typically will go to the Couty Fair in Orleans, and it's a nice fair, and so everyone have a wonderful weekend, and to ZVN.
Yeah, very good, Alan. Yeah, I haven't been to the state for a few years. Might be time again, and our county fair starts Monday. That's how I came up with the question. Have a great weekend. Kevin, KQ4UAM.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. I would have to give you a no sir on that. I haven't been to a state fair or county fair in many years. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Be careful. Appreciate everything y'all do. KQ4UAM, back to the net.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. We appreciate everybody checking in with us, and because without you guys, we wouldn't have a net. Hope you have a great weekend. Nick, W8NJT.
Morning, everybody. I'm Net. I do not go to a state or county fair. We do the annual passes to Cedar Point. That's only a quarter tank of gas there and back. We'll go there instead. W8NJT, back to net control.
Yeah, very good, Nick. Yeah, it's nice when they're close by. Have a great weekend. Matt, KE2CCK. KE2CCK, Matt, you still with us? Might have been in and out. Let's see. Let's go acknowledge Ben, or WDCZP, and Gil, K4GDS. Just check, see if we have any other mobiles. Mobiles only.
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Uniform Yankee.
KE2FLO, KE2FLO, mobile in and out. Good morning.
Okay, we'll acknowledge Mike. KE2FLO was in and out. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend. And we'll go to Guy, KJ5GY. Do you go to your county or state fair?
Morning, and everybody in the Brew crew. Good morning, 73 from KJ5, Golf Uniform Yankee. Excuse me. State fair. I like going on state fair. I've been to Dallas State Fair. Fantastic. Texas State Fair up in Dallas. Fantastic. However,
Yeah, Louisiana State Fair is not too bad either. Last time I went was, oh my goodness, maybe about 10 years ago. Need to go again. Anyway, let me get sent back to net control. Thank you for taking my call. Moving my way over to the hacienda from Troop B. KJ5 Golf Uniform Yankee. Lazy Lemonto Roulette. 7-3s, everybody.
Very good, guy. Hope you have a great day, and thank you for checking in. All right, let's go up top of the list to Roy, KA8 BYU. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. KA8 BYU. I've gone to the county fair a few times. Haven't gone to the state fair up here in New York yet. Maybe one of these years. Back to you.
Very good, Roy. Thanks for checking in. Hope you have a great day. Wayne, KC2N. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill and the rest of the crew. KC2NJV here. I've gone to the New York State Fair up by Syracuse a couple of times, but the county fairs by me down here in Long Island, I'm not staying online for hours in my car trying to talk. It's just not worth it. So I would say, if it's a current question, the answer is no. Have a great day.
Very good, Wayne. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Keith, W9QJQ.
Well, morning, Bill, and everybody on the net. Trying to clear my eyes here from all the smoke in the air here in central Wisconsin. Oh, boy. I can't wait till this ends. Anyway, I'm like the other gentleman. If you're talking recent, I haven't been to the Wisconsin State Fair or County Fair in over 20-some years. So just going other things, I guess. I just don't have time. But that would be a big fat no for me.
Very good, Keith. Yeah, the county fair is right town here where I live, so we usually go over there once or twice, listen to some music at night, and support some of the local booths. And we've been lucky with the smoke here, but it sounds like Nebraska, Ohio, and that's getting up pretty bad. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Ray, N3DQD.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody else there in the Zoom room and on the net. Not in recent times. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Very good, Ray. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate checking in. This is N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. Let's go up to Canada to Greg, VA3GLG. Jay, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and good morning to the Brew crew. 50 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius up here in Cartier. As far as state fairs or county fairs, it doesn't really happen around our parts, although I've attended a couple in Florida there in the winter and that, but around here I would have to say no. Everybody have a great Friday and a great weekend. 73 VA3JLJ.
Well, thank you, Greg. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you being with us. Jimmy, KD9YUZ, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Vicky and everybody on the Brew. Well, when the kids were young and in 4-H, we were at the county fairs all the time. They grew up, that disappeared, and I haven't been to a county fair for years. Everybody have a great weekend, and yeah, Smokey here in Wakarusa too. KD9YUZ, back to net.
Very good, Jimmy. Yeah, we're starting out 53 this morning. Boy, it was nice to sleep with the windows open. Have a great weekend. Paul, KQ9KX.
Good morning, all. Smoky, northern Wisconsin. The answer would be no. Never have. Cape Thank X.
Yeah, very good, Paul. Hope you have a great weekend. Let's go to David, N6 QDY. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bill, Vicky, the Brew crew, and everybody in the Zoom room, N6 KDY. So let's see, I first have to say the Reflector magazine, excellent. I was listening to my Bluetooth headset while prepping work. So excellent magazine, good job Vicky and all the contributors, so thanks for the Reflector magazine. And to answer the question, the state fair, no, not too much anymore. So my answer is no. You guys have a great day. Great job, Bill and Vicky and everybody else. M6 QDY, back to net control. Have a great day.
Oh, thank you, David. I hope you have a good day as well and enjoy your weekend. And yeah, that reminds me, the news magazine is out, and it just gets better and better. And if you're not receiving it, you can always sign up for it. Let's go to Adam, W9AK. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. The answer would be yes. Would I go back? No reason. Once you see them all. Very smoky here in Chicago. They said we have the worst air quality on the news last night. Go figure that out. W9AFK, back to that.
Yeah, that's too bad. I hope you guys aren't having to wear a mask and stuff, but man, have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Vincent, KR4EMM.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky, and everyone on the crew. No, I've never been to a state fair. Sounds like fun. And thank you again for running the net. Really look forward to it every morning. Back to you, KR4EMM.
Very good, Vincent. Yeah, I'm sure they're all a little different. And, yeah, well, once you go, you wait a few years and go back. Have a great weekend. Joe, KM4WZD.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. A really long time since we went to a county or a state fair. You can find me up in the no column, I guess. We do have a local fair that comes on every year that's run by the city. We do go to that sometimes, but not at the state level or the county as well. Everybody take care. Happy Friday. 73 KM4 WZT. Back to net.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Hope you have a good weekend and appreciate you checking in. Charles, KD2YUI. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody listening to the Brew. Yeah, that fair for the state fair is right in my backyard. I can hear when the fireworks and the concerts are going, so I don't have much excuse. I can get there pretty easily. I have attended it quite a few times, but I haven't been there in the last 2 years. Not sure if I'm going to go this year, but yes, I have attended the fair on several occasions. 73 all back to net control, KD2YUI.
Yeah, very good, Charles. Hope you have a great weekend. Michael, KE2EIO.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. I've never went to a state fair. Went to a county fair every year except this year because it gets too expensive and it gets less and less to see, unfortunately. So put me down for no. KE2EIO 73, everybody, and have a good day. Back to that. Thank you.
Yeah, like everything else, it keeps going up, and our county fair, you break on the demolition derby. You pay to get in, and then they charge you quite a good price for the demolition derby. It's a little crazy. Let's see, we'll do a couple more text check-ins, and we'll take some general check-ins. The text list is getting quite long. Let's take Mark, part of the open mic night on Wednesdays. KE2 EDS, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. And as David mentioned, Vicki, great job as usual on the Reflector magazine. I haven't read the whole thing, it's huge, but you've done a great job. As far as going to the fair, yes, we go to the county fair every year, have been to the state fair, and getting a little bit more disappointed every year because, again, as I think it was Michael mentioned, there's less and less things there, and they just keep raising the price. Have a great day and a great weekend. KE2 EDS.
Yeah, very good, Mark. Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you shortly here. Anna, KD3 AJN, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Vicki and the crew in there this morning. No, never gone to the state or county fair. Everybody have a good weekend and enjoy. KD3 AJN.
Well, thank you, Anna. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in every morning. All right, let's go down. We'll acknowledge some check-ins. We have Paul, KD2 WBC, Dick, WB2 JPQ, NY1US. This is N2BH. We'll take some general check-ins now. Call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Charlie Kilo Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Charlie Kilo mobile.
N1 NDN, November 1, November Delta, November mobile.
Kilo
November 2, India, Sierra Kilo.
Bravo.
November 2, India, Sierra Kilo.
Delta X-ray Bravo. NFG Whiskey 3 November Foxtrot Golf in and out. Bravo 2 Papa Oscar Bravo mobile KB2 POB in the mobile.
All right, we'll hold up there. Acknowledge this list. We have Patrick, KB2 POB in the mobile. Adam, W3 NFG was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Bob, N2ISK. Frank, KJ5DXB. Bernie, N1NDN in the mobile. And we'll start with Matt, KE2CCK in the mobile. Question of the day is, do you go to your county or state fair?
Good morning to you and everybody on that. I go to a county fair called the Delaware County Fair in Delaware County, New York. It's one of the best I've been to. I don't attend the this is KE2CCK, back to net control.
Yeah, very good, Matt. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you coming back to us. Bernie, N1NDN.
Good morning from sunny and actually cool Queen City, New York. 59 degrees here. I do go to the Washington County Fair, which is my local county, and there are many many local county fairs around me, but Washington seems to be where I end up. So good morning to all on the net from N1, ND, and mobile.
Yeah, very good, Bernie. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Patrick, KB2 POB, good morning.
Everyone, never been to a state or county fair. We have a lot of smaller fairs and festivals out on Long Island, but no state or county. KB2 POB, back to that.
Yeah, very good, Patrick. Hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in. And we'll acknowledge Charlie, NA2B, via the text line. Let's go back up to Dan, WA8PGB.
Yeah, good morning, Bill, and everybody on the Morning Brew. No, I've never been to a county fair because I believe my county doesn't have a county fair. We're too urban for that. Thank you. Whiskey Alpha 8, Papa Golf Victor.
Yeah, very good, Dan. Yeah, you might have to get them started on that. Have a great weekend. Jose, KJ5, MEL. KJ5, MEL. Jose, you with us? N5GI. N5GI, Rick, you with us? Nothing heard. Let's go to Chuck, W3CBE.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew there. Yes, go to the Lawrence County Fair. And with that, have a great weekend. W3CBE.
Yeah, very good, Chuck. Thank you, and hope you have a good weekend as well. Let's go to Ben, WD8CZP. Good morning. WD8CZP. Ben, you with us? Yeah, let's try Gil, K4GDS. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Recently, not so much, but in the day, I spent a lot of time at both county and state fair. My children, especially my daughter, exhibited animals. She was even one of the champions at the Florida State Fair, and I think it was 2015. So the answer definitely was yes, but haven't been there in a while. K4GDS, back to that.
Yeah, very good, Gil. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Paul, KD2 WBC.
Good morning, Bill. As far as that goes, the county is about a 10-minute walk from my home, but I don't go, so put me down for a no. Hey, everybody out there, have a great weekend. This is KD2 WBC. I'm clear.
Very good, Paul. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Next, the Godfather, WB2JPQ. Good morning.
Morning again, Bill, Vicky, Jeff. No, I haven't been in the last few years, so I guess I would go in the no column. Just want to remind everybody we will be doing the second cup, as Bill said, at 9 o'clock East Coast time, so come join us. We'll have a good time, hopefully. And kudos to Vicky once again on the magazine. Great magazine. It's out, should be in your mailbox. If it's not, you can subscribe like Bill says, bit.ly/ECR subscribe. ECR subscribe, and you can subscribe yourself to the magazine. See you on the second cup. This is WB2JPQ.
Oh, thank you, Dick, and looking forward to it. Norm, NY1US, good.
Good morning, Bill. I used to go to the fair when I was younger, but we haven't gone in years, so I guess you'll put me down as used to. Make a new column. Anyway, have a good day, NY1US. Back to that.
Very good, Norm. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Frank, KJ5DXB, good morning.
KJ5DXB, good morning to you, Bill, to Vicky, and everybody out there. I would be in the no category. Thanks for the check-in. Have a great weekend, all. KJ5DXB, back to you, Bill.
Thank you, Frank. Hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for checking in with us. Bob, N2ISK.
Good morning, Bill and crew. No, the short answer is no. No, we haven't been in a very long time. I'm a country boy at heart, so way back, my favorite was the Sussex County Fair, where they had all the cool stuff, like the kids with their 4-H projects and cooking, baking contests and home brewers, country style. It was great back then, but not in a very long time. So anyway, everybody have a good day, and to ISK.
Very good, Bob. Hope you have a good day as well, and thanks for checking in. Charlie and Bertie, NA2B, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Vicky and everybody on the net from Bertie and I in Tampa Bay, where it's a balmy 80 degrees, feels like 90 already. You folks are making us jealous with those cooler temperatures and sleeping with your window open. I have a fellow ham that went up there yesterday and texted me that it was supposed to be down to 39 last night up in Saranac Lake. Anyway, response to the question, the answer is no. We don't attend the county or state fair any longer. We did it for many years, but haven't done it lately. Thanks for what you do, Bill. NA2B, back to that.
Very good, Charlie. Yeah, it's strange. You go from above average temperatures to below average temperatures, but we're going to have a good weekend. Hope you have a good one too, and thank you for checking in. Up next, one of our morning hosts, Al, K8BAC. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, everybody in the Brew crew. Yeah, I go to the county fair every couple of years just to make sure people know I'm alive. I've been to way too many county fairs all over the tri-state area. Then we were touring musicians because we got into a circuit that did a bunch of warm-up gigs back then, but they never changed. The people all look the same. So everybody have a great Friday. Hopefully see you tomorrow morning on the 40-meter net. Back to you, Bill, K8BAC.
Very good, Al. Hope you have a good day and appreciate checking in. Douglas, KC0EQA, do you go to your county or state fair?
Good morning, everybody on Brew. KC0EQA. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is KC0EQA. Yeah, I attend the state fair because I help out with the state fair. I don't do too much with the county fair anymore. Since the kids are all grown up and stuff, I let them take care of all that. But anyway, other than that, we got a bombing 64 degrees in Hastings here. It is in the sky, but not bad. It's supposed to be up to 73 today, which is not going to be too bad as far as heat-wise. Anyway, other than that, don't have anything else. KC0EQA, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Douglas. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you checking in. That's bottom of this list. This is Bill, N2BH in Palmyra, New York, along with Vicky, KE8VKY on the log. Question of the day is, do you go to your county or state fair? Let's take some digital echo link stations.
Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot.
Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango. KK4 VTT, make known as VA Hospital via Echolink Mobile. Okay, we'll acknowledge Vern, VA3 CRF, and Bruce, KK4 VTT. General check-ins, call signs twice.
Alpha 5, Juliet Whiskey Mobile. Alpha 5, Juliet Whiskey.
Whiskey 5, Delta Bravo Sierra. Whiskey 5, Delta Bravo Sierra. Kilo Delta 2, November Lima Mobile, KD10L Mobile. Kilo 2 Tango Victor, Kilo 2 Tango Victor.
W7, OMH, W7, OMH, mobile, in and out, good morning. We are 4 CKC.
Okay, we'll hold up there, acknowledge this list. Just had Bill, KR4CKC. Mike, W7OMH was in and out. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend. We have Jinzik, VA3KTJ. Mike, N8HLN. Bob, K2TV. Chip in the mobile, KD2NL. Mark, N0CKV. David, WDBS. James, AA5JW in the mobile. Let's start with Vern, VA3 CRF. Do you attend any county or state fairs?
Good morning, Bill, and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Yeah, nice, comfortable morning. This morning, 58 degrees, and looks like it's going to be a nice one. Not too hot, not too humid. Bill, we do attend the equivalent of a state fair. Here it's called the Canadian National Exhibition. They've been running it for over 140 years. I like to go every year, just as kind of a tradition. And I remember actually that my mom told me she used to work there when she was a kid. So that's going back quite a few years. Anyway, Bill, hope that you and everyone on the net has a nice Friday and a great upcoming weekend. By the way, Bill, up here, It's a long weekend, so still working. Our Monday is a civic holiday. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, very good, Vern. Sounds like a good time, and yeah, nice refreshing morning. Hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy your time off. Bruce, KK4VTT, good morning.
Good morning to one, good morning to all. Have a good God blessed day. State fairs. I used to take my brother. You should see the funny faces he made when I took him on the rides. He's gone now. And my wife don't like them rides. So the answer is yes and no. Everybody out there have a great day. Enjoy the weekend. The warmer temperatures down here in Florida is still 85. Warm and humid. Boy, you guys up there lucky in the nice cool air. Hey, have a great weekend. Thanks for letting me have some fun out here. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, Lake Nona VA Hospital, mobile. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, Bruce, and thank you for checking in, and hope you have a great weekend. James, AA5JW.
Well, good morning. Thank y'all for running the net this morning, and good morning, Brew Crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. James in Spring Mobile into Houston for work today. Gonna be another hot one, and then we get the rain this weekend. To the question at hand, I guess kinda. I mean, I've never been to the Texas State Fair, but I do go to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo regularly, which is pretty much got all of the same accoutrement of a fair. You know, a lot of bad fried food, a lot of junk to buy, some rides to get on, and you get to look at the animals. So with that all said, 7-3, hand it back to net. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
In the yes column. Have a great weekend, James. Thanks for checking in. Chip, KD2NL in the mobile. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. No, I don't go to the fair here. So I'll say to you, have a good day and back to net. KD2NL mobile.
Yeah, very good, Chip. Hope you have a great weekend, and appreciate you checking in. David, W5DBS, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. I live in Houston, so the state fair is 250 miles away, so I don't go up there. And like our buddy from Spring, Texas, I have been a volunteer at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo for 50 years. But I still go over to Fort Bend County, which is right next door, to go to their county fair. So I go to the county fair, enjoy it, see you Monday. This is W5DBS.
Very good, David. Hope you have a great weekend. Mark, N0CKV.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. Been many, 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 many years since I've been to the fair. So the answer would be a no. Everybody have a nice weekend, and 0CKV back to net.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you being here. K2TV, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning to Vicky and the Brew crew. Well, it's been many, many years ago I went to the county fair. I used to go to the county fair when the kids were small. But never been to a state fair. And it's been a long time since I, again, go to the county fair. I guess really the answer is no. Yes and no, but it's really no. Anyway, everyone have a great weekend, and try to stay cool, and those of us who just are enjoying some of this cooler weather that we have been having here in Northern Virginia. It's really nice. Everyone have a good one. This is K2TV.
Oh, thank you, Bob. And yes, it is refreshing. We're not used to that 90 degree for days at a time. Have a great weekend. This is N2BH, Bill in Pilmar, New York. Let's see. There will be a second cup this morning following the morning brew. Tonight, 8 o'clock, YouthNet. Bring your children, neighbors' children, any third-party traffic. They're always happy to accept. Saturday morning, 9 a.m., 40 meter net, 7.245. And Saturday night, 11 p.m., the trivia net. The question of the day is, do you go to your county or state fair? Let's go to Mike, N8HLN.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. Nice cool morning here in southeastern Michigan. 80 degrees. Going to be a beautiful weekend. Went to the state fair about 30-some years ago and never been back since. So the answer is no. So hope everyone has a great weekend. And 73 from N8HLN.
Or a no. I used to go to such events, but not anymore since my kids are all grown up. Everyone have a great weekend. Good to see to all. This is BA3KTJ. That's the net control.
Well, thank you, Jenzik. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in. Bill, KR4CKC. Oh, you're not quite making a bill. We're not getting any of that. If you want to try again.
Was that and 70.
Very good, Bill. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll... I lost where I was there. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Bob, KQ8U. Good morning.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I'd have to say no. I don't think I've ever been to the county fair, but I used to go to the Michigan State Fair when I was young, and they stopped that up over 10 years ago. Have a great day. I'll be on the second cup. KQ8U, back to that.
Oh, thank you, Bob. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and we'll catch you a little later. See, we'll acknowledge Gary, N8ZFH, Timothy, N8TCS, Don, W4PPX, Shane, KA5GSS, Stephen, 82KP, and Milton, WP4VW, all via the text line. Let's take some general check-ins, call signs twice.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Tango Quebec Romeo. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Tango Quebec.
In and out.
Kilo Delta 5, Romeo Tango, Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango, Echo Link Mobile, in and out, good morning.
Uniform Fox Mike, Kilo 8, Uniform Fox Mike, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November, the 8 SMN. Good morning, in and out today.
Kilo India 5, Romeo Golf Yankee. Kilo India 5, Romeo Golf Yankee. In and out. Have a great weekend, guys.
November 8th, Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, that's M8RWF. Please check me in and out, that's in and out. Good morning.
All right, we'll hold up there. We'll acknowledge this list. We have Bill, N8RWF, Bruce, KI5RGY, Jeff, KE8SMN, Randall, K8UFM, Paul, KD5ZPT, John, K24ZNZ. We're all in and out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend. We have Jason via text line, K4KU. Colin, KF0TQR. Let's go up to Gary, N8ZFH. Do you go to your county or state fair?
Good morning, Bill and the crew. And periodically we do, and because of this net, I checked, and there's going on this weekend that we usually see. That's the Monroe County Fair. But a few years ago, while our daughter was in Maryland, we went to the Maryland State Fair a couple of times, and that was really nice to see. Please check me in and out, and ZFH will be listening.
Very good, Gary. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate checking in. Timothy, N8TCS.
Morning, Tim, VE3TCS, also N8TCS. I'm currently mobile on I-75, north end of Detroit, about to get on 696 eastbound. Go to breakfast with the Lance Cruise guys. And, yeah, I've been to our county fair. It's the oldest in Canada. Never been to the national exhibition that Vern mentioned. And don't have any great desire to go to those things. Been a couple times, no big deal. Anyhow, back to net from November 8th, Tango Charlie Sierra Mobile.
Very good, Tim. Drive safe and enjoy your weekend. Don, W4PPX.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Thanks for doing that. Good morning, Vicki. Thanks for logging, and thanks for the magazine. It's really great this month. I haven't been to a county fair in, I would say, probably 40 years or more. So, hope everybody has a great 3 back to control.
Well, thank you, Don. Hope you have a good weekend and appreciate you checking in. Shane, KA5TSS.
Good morning, Bill, and everybody on the net. This is KA5GSS. Now I don't do the fair thing anymore. Get on up in years, and it just doesn't appeal to me no more. So it's a big no for me. Everybody have a blessed one. KA5GSS. Back to net control. 7-3, everybody.
Yeah, a lot of walking and lightens your wallet. Have a great weekend. Steven, 82KP.
The rest of the morning brew crew? No, I do not go. I don't even know if we have one here. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Hopefully, tonight. It was 82KP back to net control.
very good, Stephen. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Milton, WP4VW, good morning.
Morning, Bill.
Yeah, we heard good morning, we lost you. Yeah, we'll come back to Milton. Let's go to Colin, KF0TQR. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. This is KF0TQR. Currently it is 62 degrees outside. Just got back from actually the Stanton County Fair. Had to go pick up the girlfriend's car. Decided to drive safe last night. So, yeah. Other than that, I have never been to the Nebraska State Fair. Had the opportunity to go this year and last year. But never been. I would like to go sometime, check it out. It's in Grand Island, Nebraska. Kind of towards, well, a little towards the middle of the state. Other than that, no, I go to the county fairs, Madison and Stanton. So, other than that, I'll stay 70 degrees and have a great Friday, everybody, and have a good weekend. And back to the net. This is KF0TQR.
Well, thank you, Colin. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in. Up next, part of the Open Mic Night, Jason, K4KU. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill and Vicky and everybody else on the Morning Brew today. Fairs, yeah, I do go occasionally now and enjoy it. In a former life, I used to work for a college, and they required me to spend one night at a local county fair recruiting, and I thought it was crazy because nobody goes to the county fair to sign up for college. This is K4KU. Back to you.
Yeah, I hope they paid your way in, your expenses. Have a great day. Thank you for checking in. Up next, Derby Dan, one of our team members, KD2VNU.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning to everybody on the net today. And no, I do not go. Return back to the net, KD2VNU.
Very good, Dan. Dan is part of the youth net, which is tonight, 8 o'clock. Bring any children, third-party traffic. Let's get them interested in radio and support the youth. Joel, KC2GRN.
Good morning, everybody on the Morning Brew, KC2GRN. No, I have not been to a state fair. Never had an opportunity to go. Anyway, thanks for you guys on the Morning Brew and what you guys do on the net. And everybody have a wonderful weekend coming up. KC2GRN, back to net.
Well, thank you, Joel. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you being here. Let's try Milton again. WP4VW, you with us?
Senor, good morning. Finally, the app started working. I cannot read the local repeater. Good morning to you, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew, WP4VW. When I do the county fair, and it gets pretty busy. I mean, nothing compared to the Houston rodeo, but for the size of how they do it, it is outstanding. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Thank you for the opportunity, and my apologies for not making it in. Technical difficulties. 73WP4VW. Adios.
No problem, Milton. We wouldn't forget you, and hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Well, that'll do it for me today. This N2BH. Like to thank everybody that checked in with me. Hope everybody sticks around for the second cup following the morning brew. This time we'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF, along with Vicky. It's all yours.
Well, thank you, Bill. Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff in Omaha, Nebraska, KE0GKF, along with Vicky on the log, who will be helping me the next hour, KE8VKY. The question of the day in review is, do you go to your county or state fair? Bill just perfectly rounded out the list there of all his check-ins. We just had Dennis check in by the text line. A couple of quick announcements. The text line itself is 716-317-9050. 716-317-9050. Just put your call sign in your phone, and Vicky will get you on the log. There will be a second cup an hour from now with Dick and Vicky, so stop in and say good morning. Even if you don't have a question or anything, just stop in. It's a little bit slower paced. One more thing, text at ECR.radio. You can do check-ins now, and which is nice. So for those across the water, or so they don't get text charges, etc., can email in their check-in at text at ECR.radio. Again, that's text at ECR.radio. And of course, the Youth Net tonight at 8 p.m. Let's go for another round of check-ins, twice and slowly, please.
Kilo 4, Delta, India, Yankee. Kilo 4, Delta, India, Yankee.
November 2, Juliet Papa Delta. November 2, Juliet Papa Delta.
Kilo 2, Alpha, Alpha Charlie. Kilo 2, Alpha, Alpha Charlie. In and out. Foxtrot, Yankee Romeo Quebec. Kilo Foxtrot 5, Yankee Romeo Quebec. In and out, please.
W5VEO, Whiskey 5 Victor, Echo Oscar, mobile.
Kilo 5 Sierra Sierra Golf. Kilo 5 Sierra Sierra Golf. In and out.
DRC, KF8, Detroit, Rock City.
Okay, we'll go with this list right here, moving from the top up. K5SSG, James, you just checked in from Page, Texas. You're an IO this morning. Have a great day. KF8 DRC, W5VEO, you're the mobile station on this list, Doug, so hang tight, you're up first. KF5 YRQ, good, Charles, you're an IO this morning. Have a great day. K2AAC, N2JPD, KK4 DIY, KD4 QIP, and at the top of the list, W2KDC. But before we go to the Dennis at the top of the list, let's go to our mobile station, Doug in Lubbock, Texas. W5VEO. Doug, good morning. Do you go to your county or state fair?
Hey, good morning to all on the Brew crew, and I have in the past, but not since I've moved, in a rough part of town, and they have a clear backpack policy, so I always wonder what's going on when you have to have clear backpacks. Looking for another great day today, not so hot, with some cloud cover, and back to net, W5VEO.
All right, Doug. Have a great morning, sir. Thanks for checking in. Dennis in Dansville, New York. W2KDC. Over to you, Dennis.
Good morning, Jeff and Vicky. Everyone out on the Brew. Happy Friday. When we were younger, we always hit the fairs. The county fairs, the local counties, surrounding counties, and the state fair. However, life goes on and we age and mobility isn't what it used to be. So, haven't been to the fairs in a couple of years. That's the story for today. W2, KDC, back to you, Jeff.
All right, Dennis. Well, you have yourself a great weekend. Let's go to Bart in Huntsville, Alabama. KD4 QIP. It's Fun Button Friday, Bart. Over to you. Bart, are you still with us? KD4 QIP. Always like to give a couple extra seconds. We'll put Bart in as in and out for now. He can always check back in. Let's go to Gene in Homosassa, Florida. KK4 DIY.
Good morning. This is KK4 DIY in Homosassa. Thank you for bringing me in. And the answer is, in the last few years, I have not been to a county fair or a state fair, but in earlier years, we used to go to the county fairs. I've never been to a state fair. So that's the story. Back to you. KK4 DIY.
All right, Gene, have a great morning. While you were talking there, I scrolled up to the pie chart. We're at about 33% that have and 66% or that do, or 33% that do and about 66% that don't. Have a great morning. Dennis in Depew, New York, N2 JPD.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. Yeah, county fair, yes, every couple of years. State fair, no, never. Would like to go though. It's on the bucket list. Just can't seem to justify it. Okay, back to you.
All right. Well, thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great weekend. Jack in Rochester, Michigan, KF8DRC.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I was three times to a state fair. It used to be an 8 mile, but they closed it down like about 25 years ago or 30 years ago. We used to go there, watch the people on one wheel, driving back and forth, and they're very friendly animals out there too. We used to watch them too, horses and whatever there. And that's all I have. KF8, Detroit Rock City. And thank you for running the net.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for checking in this morning. Yeah, our state fair out here in Nebraska, $500,000 to $1 million case tractors, these huge mammoths, in the sky. A lot of the farmers bring out their tractors and Case and all these other big, huge manufacturers out there with the big tractors. Have a great morning. Let's go to Doug in Homosassa, Florida, WA8CLG.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everybody. And no, I do not go to the fairs. It's been many, many years since I've been to a state fair. But be that as it may, on with the day. And everybody have a good one. Have a good weekend. WA8CLG. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, Doug, you have yourself a great weekend, and thanks for checking in. Doug rounds out the list So we're ready for another round of check-ins. If you could come twice and slowly for Miss Vicky, please, so she can get you on the log.
This is Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Delta Bravo, KB2 UDB, Mike in Sebring, Florida. Good morning.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Kilo Bravo 8, Lima Victor, correct.
AF8, CWF, Kilo, Crowd 8, fairly quick.
November N5TIN, November 5, Tango India, November TC.
Kilo Charlie 3, Tango Bravo Victor, KC TDV. Negative to the question, in and out this morning.
KK4OXX, that's Kilo 4, Oscar X-ray X-ray. WHK, that's WHK, I'm still half asleep. WHK.
Okay, I think I have the reflector. Let's go from the bottom up. KC2JPQ just chimed in by the text line. Moving up, W8WHK, KK4OXX, KC3TDV was in and out this morning. Looks like you're a new station as well. If we have that right, Eunice, have a great morning. N5RTC, N5TIN, KF8CWF, KQ4ORK, and at the top of the list and mobile, so perfect, KB2UDB, Mike in Sebring, Florida, who is mobile. Mike, over to you. Do you go to your county or state fair, Mike? Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, everybody on the crew. It all depends, so I'm going to answer it this way. If my grandkids are down from up north and it's that time, I'll take them to if they stick around long enough. Otherwise, I usually go to the county fair. Everybody out here, have a good day. We'll talk to you later. And thanks for doing the net there, Jeff and Vicky and everybody else out there. We'll talk to you later. Have a fine day. This is KB2. You'll be back in that.
All right, Mike, have yourself a great weekend down there in Sebring. Let's go to Barry in Apopka, Florida. KQ4ORK. Fun Button Friday, Barry.
Good morning, and hopefully a happy Friday to everybody on the Brew Crew. I haven't been in quite a while, but I do enjoy, although I don't ride portable rides, my favorite part is going to see the animals and the livestock. Hope everybody has a great weekend. 73 and back to net control. KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
The funnel cakes, the mysterious food that we eat there, those things. Have a great morning, Barry. Brian, Warren, Michigan, KF8CWF.
That's the Brew. I haven't gone to a state fair since they closed it down and made it something else. and County Macomb doesn't have one, so I would have to say no, but I do like stopping by any of the festivals or fairs that are around and getting some of those rides with CWF back-to-back control.
All right, Brian. Yourself a great weekend, sir. Be out there. Steve in Wimberley, Texas, N5TIN.
Good morning, all. Last time to a state fair for me was a long time ago, probably 50 years. That was the old fairgrounds in Dallas, and I was actually there to go to the Texas OU game, which was played in the Cotton Bowl, which is right there on the fairgrounds. So, been quite a while. What I remember is the Fletcher's corn dogs. Those were kind of tasty. And that's it for me. Everybody have a great weekend. Back to the net control. This is N5TIN.
Corn dog goodness. Have a good morning, Steve. Let's go to Terry in Austin, Texas. Good morning, Terry. N5RTC. Do you go to your county or state fair, Terry?
Vicky and others on Good Morning Brew. I have not been to the state fair that Steve was talking about in Dallas for many, many years. I also went there to watch a UT-OU game, although I may not have been cheering for the same team he was. Travis County does not have a fair, but we have a livestock show and rodeo that kind of acts as one. I've not been to that in the last 3 or 4 years, but that's always fun. N5RTC, back to net control.
Yes, the rodeos, Terry. Love that mutton busting. You know, that's kids that strap themselves onto them sheep and hold on for dear life. Great entertainment. Have a good day. Let's go to Jonas in Miramar, Florida, KK4OXX.
Good morning, and thanks for taking my check-in. It's pretty nice down here. As far as the question is concerned, state fair, as a child, I believe it was in Sedalia, Missouri, the state fair in Missouri. But as a child, as a grown-up, I hadn't been to a county fair since, it's been over 30 years when my 39-year-old daughter was a young child. I had motion sickness, and so I used to have to put her on the rides by herself, and it hurt to stand on the rails and watch her sitting by herself on a ride. But now, I make my own. I grill my own turkey, smoke my own turkey legs. I grill my own sausages and corn cob, and make my own funnel cake. And I don't miss the fairs at all. KK4OXX.
You and I are kind of on the same page, Jonas. Have yourself a great morning. Bill, North Fort Myers, Florida, W8WHK.
Well, good morning. And it's 83 degrees already. Probably going to be a warm one today. Yes, we've been to the county fair since we moved here. And when we lived in Ohio, we used to go to the Medina County Fair a lot every year. And even went to the Ohio State Fair. My wife had she was a little singing group, and they would have them on stage, groups from all around the state singing and acrobatics and stuff. But she was a singer, or she still is.
Yeah, that's about it. Today, we don't have no coffee and donuts today. Well, he's talking about food there. So, they're suspending it for a month. We just don't have enough people to go. Okay, I'll turn it back to you. This is WHK73s. Everyone have a great weekend.
Okay, Bill, you and your wife have a great weekend down there in Fort Myers. Thanks for checking in. Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2 JPQ. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and everyone. No going to the county fair. When the COVID hit, that kind of put the kibosh on things, so I really haven't gone for a while, so I would say no. And today, we got some cool temps over here, Jeff. It's only going to be like 74, so I think I'm going to take my drone over to the flying field and do some speed runs. The air is nice and thin. Oh, it's beautiful. So anyhow, we'll talk to you later, and have a great weekend, KC2 JPQ.
Okay, Frank. Yeah, same here. We have air quality warnings here in Omaha, Nebraska from, the fires up north in Canada. And we're going to top out at 76 today, too. We've had the last couple of weeks, we've been in the, severe heat index warning. So the 76 is going to be a nice break. Have a great day. Chris in Novi, Michigan, KBAPLV. Chris? Do you go to your county or state fair?
Put me down for yes, go to the fair, and I'm going today to the Monroe County Fair with my dad. A lot of great childhood memories. I don't go every year. Everyone have a good week ahead. KBAPLV, back to net.
All right, Chris, have yourself a great morning, sir, and a great weekend. Bernie, Portsmouth, Ohio, AA8WI.
Good morning to everyone on the Brew crew. I tried to check in and doubled with you when you came back, so you didn't hear me. The last time I was at our county, I think my 15-year-old grandson was about 3 or 4 years old, and I have never gone to the Ohio State Fair. It's a really beautiful 66 degrees here in Portsmouth right now, and it feels great outside. So hope everyone has a great day and a great weekend, and I will turn it back to you and say 73 to all. AA8WI.
Bernie, have yourself a great day in Ohio. Real quick, say a quick shout out to Brian and Debbie listening by the live link, the Listen Live link, a couple of non-hams. You might have heard me mention them before. They've never been to the state fair, but have been to their local county fair years ago. They say it's pretty crowded these days. Best fair so far was the Clay County Fair in Iowa. The real deal. Brian, thanks for texting that in to me this morning, and you and Debbie listening by the Listen Live link. Let's go to Robert in Kellyville Ridge, Australia, heading thousands of miles away. VK2DY. Robert, good evening. Over to you.
Good morning to you. Good evening from here. This is Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee in northwestern Sydney, where it's currently 10 degrees Celsius, which is 50 Fahrenheit, and raining. And that's about what the weather we're going to have to finish out the winter, I think. Looking at the forecast, it doesn't look like it's going to clear up anytime soon. But anyway, well, here we have the same thing, only we call them shows here. So you'll have a
it's the exact same thing. I've been to North American fairs, and I've been to shows here, and they are identical. So it's the same thing. Anyway, last year I decided I was going to finally go to the Royal Easter Show, which would be Sydney's fair, and it would be the equivalent of a state fair. It's just not called that. It's called the Royal Easter Show, and I went there last year. So that's the most recent I went to. I've also been to Hawkesbury Fair, which is a show which is nearest to me. It's up in Richmond. It's about half an hour drive from here. I've been to them before. All sorts of fried food, all sorts of things on a stick. But what I usually go for are the custard or rhubarb-filled donuts. Really, really good donuts. VK2DY. Back to...
Winter over there, summer over here as normal. Robert, have a good one over there in Australia. Thanks for checking in with us. We'll talk to you next time. Mike in Huntsville, Alabama, KW4SOG.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicki, everybody out there on the... Hope everybody's doing well today. It's going to be a little bit cooler in North Alabama today, I think. I don't think we're going to break 90 degrees for the first time in over a month. Looking forward to the fall. As far as the fairs, I can't remember the last time I went to one, and I'm not sure that we still have a county or a state fair here in Alabama. I may have to check that. Anyway, everybody have a good day out there. KW4SOG, back to net.
All right. Well, it's not over yet. We've got August to go through yet. One of the hottest months of the year. Have a great weekend, Mike. Let's go to Larry. Overhead over to California, KE6MAE. Good morning, Larry.
Big Blue Crew, KE6MAE here in Southern California. Last time I went to a fair, I believe, was probably 1996, 97, somewhere around there, the San Bernardino County Fair. And the Los Angeles County Fair, I think it's been 50 years since I went to that one, and I have no desire to go back to that one. Way too much walking. Oh, miles and miles and miles. But hey, I've done it a couple times, but that was when I was a lot younger. Alrighty, it looks like it's going to be another good day here in Southern California. Going up to about the low 90s, which we've been pretty lucky this year. No extreme heat so far. I'm sure it's going to cut here in August. Back to that, KE6MAE.
Yeah, no need to bust out the pumpkin spice lattes yet. No, we still got a lot of summer left. Larry, have a great morning. Jason in Milwaukee, Oregon, KK7ZSH.
Jeff, good morning, good morning, everybody else in the group. Hey, yeah, we do the county fairs and the state fairs. It's not as much as we used to because, you know, KK7.
Well, all right, Jason. We got most of that, amazingly enough, but your signal was a bit marginal this morning. A lot of noise on it. You were on the fringe of the repeater or wherever you're transmitting to. Have a great weekend. John, Buffalo, New York, KK4, JJK.
Hey, good morning, everybody. What was the question of the day?
Sure, John. The question again is, do you go to your county or state fair? Back to you.
Okay. Yeah, the county fair here in Western New York is a pretty big deal here, and it's one of the largest fairs in the United States. So yes, we have been going there since a kid, and I still go to this day, taking my kids now. All right, guys, have a great day, have a great weekend. This is KK4 JJK, that's Net Control.
John, have yourself a great week. Thanks for checking in this morning. Head over to Roy in Livonia, Michigan. W8ROY.
Good morning, Brew. Greetings, mobile. Trying to get on the freeway, but this truck won't move. My answer is negative. No on either one. Yeah, not much of a fair down here in southeast Michigan. Back to Net Control, everybody. Have a good weekend. W8ROI.
Well, all right, Roy. You have yourself a great weekend, and you also were the lucky 100th check-in of the net today. Have a great weekend. Moving over to Ivan in Gasport, New York, KE2EGF.
Morning, Jeff, and everyone else in the Brew Crew. This is Ivan, KE2EGF. Yes, I do go to my county fairs. Put me down for yes for the question there. I'm actually going to be going there tonight. We have a livestock auction, a tractor parade, and just fair stuff in general. So we're going to be going down tonight at about 5 o'clock. So other than that, this is KE2EGF, back to Net Control, 73.
All right, Ivan. Well, that's a fitting question then for you this morning. Have a good time at the fair, and we'll talk to you next time. Rounding out this list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins, is Bill from Minnesota, KFOMHN. Bill, over to you.
Yeah, we usually go to both the state and county fair, and a couple times for my job as a working with veterans, I've opened up the county fair in our area. So yeah, it's something we make a priority. This is KF0MHN. Back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Have a great weekend. My name is Jeff, KE0GKF, with Vicky on the log, KE8BKY. Something we've utilized here some days back. Text or email at text@ecr.radio. You can put your call sign either in the subject line or the body of the email at text@ecr.radio, and you can email your call sign in too. There will be a second cup coming up in about another half an hour with Dick and Vicky, so stick around for that. It's Friday, so it's second cup day. Let's go for another round of check-ins, twice and slowly, please.
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Foxtrot, KO4, WDF, Lee. This is November 5, Tango Mike Yankee. November 5, Tango Mike Yankee, mobile. Kilo Echo 2, Bravo, Delta Oscar. Kilo Echo 2, Bravo, Delta Oscar, mobile in Plattsburgh, New York. Kilo India 5, Delta Romeo Victor. Kilo India 5, Delta Romeo Victor, Gary from Springfield. WKJ5KOM, Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Oscar Mike, Bob in North Texas, in and out. Thanks.
K2EPM, Kilo 2 Echo Papa Mike, Bethpage, New York, in and out. K27ELK, Kilo Bravo 7, Kilo, in and out.
November 1, Foxtrot Golf Delta, Bravo, November 1, 3, Foxtrot Echo Bravo.
WB2DOF. WB2DOF.
Kilo 6 Lima, November India, K6LNI.
N5GRT, N5GRT, in and out.
Victor Kilo 4, Victor Alpha Kilo, in and out.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Okay, looks like I've got the reflector. We've got a good list here. Still got connections this morning on the Brew, or really high and up there this morning. Had to have everybody around. Let's go from the bottom of the list up. VA3 YBS, VK4 VAK. It looks like a new station. Matthew from Australia, you're in and out. Have a great evening. N5DRT, Kurt from Morton, Texas, was an IO. Kurt, thanks for checking in. Moving up the list. K6LNI, WB2DOF, KC3FGD, N1WEB. KQ4GKO, John from New Bern, North Carolina, you're an IO. Have a great day. KB7ERK, K2EPM, Ed from Bethpage, New York, you're an IO. Have yourself a great weekend, sir. Thanks for checking in. Moving up the list, KJ5JOM, W2KJV, KI5DRV, two mobile stations, KE2BDO and N5TMY. You guys hold on, you're going to be up first. And at the top, KO4WDF. But let's take care of these two mobiles on this list. Toby in Belton, Texas, N5TMY. Toby, the question of the day, and for everyone on this list, is do you go to your county or state fair? Toby, good morning.
Good morning, Brew Crew. I have not been to the Texas State Fair. I've been to numerous counties, but I never been to the Texas State Fair, and it is a big deal to some folks in this state. Now I'm just pedaling home from the ranch near San Antonio, back up to Northeast Texas, about 5.5 hours. With that, I'll turn it back over to you and listen to the rest of the guys. Appreciate you picking me up. N5TMY Mobile.
Well, thanks for checking in too, Toby, and motor about there safely and everything else you're doing today. Have a great weekend. Our other mobile station, Richard in Schuyler Falls, New York, KE2BDO. Good morning, Richard.
Well, good morning to all on the Brew. The answer to the question is no, I do not go to my county fair because it's a total ripoff. Everybody have a great day and 7-3.
You know, Richard, everyone loves an honest man until he's honest. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Lee in Waycross, Georgia, KO4WDF. Lee, good morning.
Morning. Yeah, I go to the county state fair. The only reason for that is because the kids like to go. So I take them to it, let them have their fun. KO4WDF.
Alrighty, Lee. Have yourself a great morning, sir. Gary, Spring, Texas, KI5DRV.
Good morning. Answer is no, I do not go to the state or county fair. at least not here in Texas. I have in upstate New York when I lived in Dutchess County. End of August, we would always go up in high school up to the Dutchess County Dutchess County Fair. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back.
All righty, Gary. Well, thank you for checking in and have a great weekend. Let's go to one of our network facilitators, Tony in Homosassa, Florida. W2KJV. Tony, over to you.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony in Homosassa, Florida, where it's 87 degrees and 84% humidity already. No, Jeff, haven't gone to state or county fair in quite a while, so put me down in the no column. Hope everyone has a great day, a great weekend, and a great week coming up, too. Back to you, Jeff. W2KJB.
Yep, we made it. Another week done, and enjoy your weekend, Tony. Thanks for checking in as usual. Bob in Terrell, Texas, KJ5JOM.
Been to the Texas State Fair a whole bunch of times. We don't usually go every year, but one of those things where we go sometimes. The Hunt County Fair over here is pretty good too. I don't know if anybody in the North Texas area knows about the Hunt County Fair, but it's usually pretty good. So 73s, everybody have a great day. Don't get too hot out there. KJ5JOM, back to net control.
All right, Bob. Thanks for checking in with us this morning. Let's go to John in Phoenix, Arizona, KB7ERK. John, going once, going twice. Are you still with us? KB7ERK. Well, we'll put John as an IO. John, have yourself a great weekend. Webb in Collierville, Tennessee, N1WEB.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Vicki. You better put me down for no. We don't really have a county fair here, and I haven't been to a state fair since I lived in Wisconsin, almost 30 years ago, but that was a lot of fun. N1 WEB, back to the net.
All righty, Webb. You have yourself a great weekend, sir. Let's go to Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, KC3FGD. It's Fun Button Friday, Ray.
Hey, good morning, Jeff, Vicki, everyone on the Brew here. Yeah, I go to the fairs. We have a big one right here coming up in this month in Elizabethtown. Really enjoy them. Hey, everyone, have a wonderful day. Back to Jeff at Net Control.
Thanks, Ray, and have yourself a great weekend. Let's go to Howie in New York, WB2DOF. Going once, going twice. Howie, are you still with us? WB2DOF.
This is WB2DOF, portable in Hyde Park, home to GH is New York City. We have been to a number of county fairs, but never a state fair. I think the last one was Malone, New York. Great demolition derby with a car that said Enterprise Rent-A-Car. This is WB2DOF.
All right, Howie, have yourself a great weekend. Let's go to Lancelot. Heading over to the other coast, Hayward, California. K6LNI. Good early morning to you, Lancelot.
Good morning to you, Jeff, and Vicky, and the rest of the crew, and everyone else. I am just trying out the mobile style, coming in on a portable through a node, and if it counts, yes. I do go to the state fairs and county fairs once in a while. Have a nice day. Have a good weekend. K6LNI.
All right, Lancelot. Well, your node sounds great. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Bill in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. VA3 YBS. Can you put out those fires for us, Bill? Have a good. Over to you, Bill.
Well, it's a little cooler here, so maybe those fires will calm down a bit. To answer your question, yes, we go to a lot of Couty fairs. We show miniature horses, and we go to the fairs probably 4 times a year, 4 different fairs. And, when you're in the show ring and messing around with your horses, you don't get to see much of the fair, actually. Sometimes I get out and wander around a bit. Well, that's about it. VA3 YBS. Everybody have a great day. Back to you.
All right, Bill. Have a great morning. And everyone, as a reminder, in about another 15, 13, 12 minutes or so, there'll be the second cup coming up with Dick and Vicky. So stick around for that and check in with them, would you? And say good morning to them. We had Bill and Dan check in by the text line while we were doing that list. Let's add to that with another round of check-ins, twice and slowly, please.
Kilo, Golf, 5, Uniform, Foxtrot, Romeo, KG5, UFR.
KE2EM, KE2EM, in and out.
Kilo Delta 6 Delta India Quebec, KD6 DIQ, Todd, in and out.
4 Hotel Echo Foxtrot, KQ4 GF, in and out.
N3 QMH, N3 QMH.
KD6 LIL, KD6 LIL.
Thank you. This is County.
November Whiskey 3 United NW3U.
Kilo November 4, Two-Tone Blue, KN4, TTB, in and out this morning.
Okay, always like to put a couple extra seconds in there, as you know, make sure I don't miss anybody. From the bottom of the list up, first off, let's take care of the IOs on this list. KN4TTB, Steve from Largo, Florida. Steve, thanks for your IO this morning. Have a great weekend. Keith from Thompson, Georgia, KQ4HEF. Keith, have a good one in Georgia there this weekend. Todd from California, KD6DIQ was an IO this morning. Todd, have a good one over there in Cali. Brian from Rochester, New York to the other coast, KE2EM was an IO this morning. Brian, you have yourself a great weekend. From the bottom up of the list, KC5FM, NW3U, KD6LIL, N3QMH, KG5UFR, W2PUT, and at the top of the list, N5JOJ. Bill, Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Bill, the question of the day is, do you go to your county or state fair? Good morning, Bill.
Hey, top of the morning to you and the Brew crew there. Let's see, for the question, I have been to the state fair, but I don't really go. I haven't been in many, many years. Too many people for me, but when I do go, I always like to watch the cattle judging and that kind of stuff. But have not been in many years. Maybe I'll go this year. We'll see. But anyhow, top of the morning to everyone. I wish everyone a good weekend coming up here. It's cooled off in Tahlequah, northeast Oklahoma here on the reservation. It's definitely cooled off. It's been hot for like 2 weeks, really, really scorching hot humidity. But a little system moved in yesterday and we're cooled down. So there you go. 73s. Everyone have a super weekend. N5JOJ, back to net control.
Yeah, Bill, we're going through the same here in Nebraska. We've had the extreme heat warnings, but we're cooling off today, too, as well. Thanks for checking in via Fireside as well, who joins up, the network that joins up with us in the morning. Have a great day. Let's go to one of our network facilitators, Dan in Milan, Michigan, W2PUT. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning. We're still up north here in Akiak, Michigan. Yeah, at least for a couple more days, probably. Not certain when we're going to head back. Man, gorgeous morning here. It's mid-50s, sun shining in the lakeside window here. To answer the question, we sometimes go to the county fair, but usually it's with the fire department because they rotate fire protection and EMS services amongst the departments. Every department of the county gets a day. So if we're available, we'll go to the county fair. Went to the Michigan State Fair, I don't know, 20 plus years ago. Back to you, W2PUT.
All right, Dan. Always good hearing you in the morning. You have yourself a great weekend. Boy, great connection count today, still holding. Let's go to Jacob in Farmers Branch, Texas, KG5 UFR. Jacob, what do you say?
Well, good morning, and thank you for picking me up. KG5 UFR, checking here, sitting here in the living room, going through my node and using an FT4X from Yazoo to get in, and it's been a good morning. Almost state fair season, actually. We're getting close. First day of August, and before you know it, state fair will be here. And I do enjoy the state fair. I haven't been in a couple of years, but it's a lot of fun. I don't do the rides, but I do enjoy the exhibits, and I enjoy the food. And before I lived in the Dallas area, where the state fair of Texas is, I often attended the county fairs. I've been to a lot of county fairs growing up, for the rodeo and the show barns. But state fair is pretty cool, and it's too crowded and all that, so I don't go but on odd times during the day. That's about it. 73, this is KG5, good morning.
All right, Jacob, have a great weekend, sir, and don't forget the second cup if you're stay connected at the top of the hour. William in Apopka, Florida, N3QMH. Good morning, William.
Good morning to everybody on the crew there. To answer the question, the last, the county fair that I went to that I can remember was sometime in the mid to late 80s in Lake County, Illinois, when I lived out there. So that's the answer to that question. And I just don't go to the fairs anymore. So that's pretty much it. So back to the net, and this is N3QMH.
All right, William, Thanks for checking in this morning. We appreciate it. Jim in Oroville, California, KD6LIL. Heading over to California. Good morning, Jim.
Yeah, good morning, Jeff. Thanks for running the net. Really enjoy listening to this. Good morning to everybody else. Usually when I go to the fairs, county or state, it's usually playing music because I'm county fairs. And that's which is a small little farming town called Gridley, California, in between Marysville. A great singing voice. Also, have a good day, everybody. KD6LIL.
All right, Jim. Yeah, being a working musician, as you know myself, I've played a few of them myself in the past. Your signal was a bit choppy. You were kind of in and out, not holding whatever you're transmitting to or whatever's going on. We got most of it. Have a great weekend. Let's go to David in Garner, North Carolina. NW3U, good morning, David.
Well, good morning, Jeff, Vicki, and the rest of the folks out there on the Brew this morning. NW3U here. I do not go to the North Carolina State Fair as a visitor. However, we do have a ham radio presence there. We do have a ham radio booth there that's manned by multiple clubs around the area, and I usually take a time slot or two to go up there and talk ham radio to the fairgoers. And as a side note, when I was growing up in Pennsylvania, the county I lived in, we had a fair there that was in my backyard, was 2 blocks from my house, put on by a private company, private stock holding company, and it was, one time was the largest midway east of the Mississippi. Anyway, for you guys, have a good weekend. We'll catch you Monday morning.
All right, David. Have a good one over in the Carolinas this weekend. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to Lloyd in Omaha City, Kansas. KC5 FM. Lloyd, what say you?
Good morning. This is KC5 FM coming to you live and in living color from Kansas City, Kansas. I do not go to the county or state fair. They typically happen when it's hot, and this old man just doesn't do the hot anymore. I want to give a shout out to Bill down in California. My favorite wife and I met when we were attending college in California, and 50 years ago Saturday, we tied the knot, and that knot has been continuously tied with no breakage for 50 consecutive years. That happened Saturday. 67 degrees on the radio ports for cool like it is in California, and have to be on your net today. Hope everybody stays safe. Like I said, everybody stay safe. I don't want to read about you in the paper. I don't want to read about you in QSD. This is KC5 FM. Over.
All right, Lloyd. Well, congratulations, and have yourself a great weekend. Let's go to Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire, WB1DXN.
Good morning, Vicki and Jeff and the rest of the morning crew. Where it's about 61 degrees to about into the little mid-70s, I believe.
So a nice, comfortable day. It's going to be a little humid, but not too bad with that cooler of a weather. I have not been to a state or county fair for probably 30 years. Used to go, but now I don't. Captain at Control, WB1, DX St. Clair.
Well, alrighty, Daryl. Have yourself a great weekend, sir. And to round out the net and put a bow on it for us is you, Mark, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, W5MHG. Good morning. I'm not sure if that was Mark, but I'll try one more time. W5MHG, Mark, are you with us this morning? Well, we gave him a good long chance there. Mark, you have yourself a great weekend. That rounds out the Friday edition of the Morning Brew. Everybody, we got 131 check-ins this morning. Still a great connection count. Everyone have a great morning on behalf of Bill, Vicki, and of course Dick in the Zoom room with us this morning. And up next is Dick and Vicki with the second cup. Everyone have a great weekend. Dick will put about 20 seconds of silence in here for stations to disconnect and connect. Everyone have a great weekend. Free everybody.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, along with Vicky, K8VKY. We'll be doing the second cup here this morning on the first day of August. Like Jeff said, good note count. Looks like 411 analog connections that we can see. Plus, we don't see the digital, so we got a good connection count here this morning. We already got Bob from Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U via the text line. And K5YNU also via the text line. Slower pace net, we kind of want to find out what's on your mind. I've got a couple of topics that we might be able to talk about. A couple of things that came up in our town hall meetings over the past few months to get some opinions. So let's see if we have any mobile stations, any mobiles that would like to get in on the top of this hour. This is the second cup, and I'm Dick, WB2JPQ.
W5EO, Whiskey 5 Victor Oscar Mobile.
November W4EMN Mobile, in and out, please.
Kilo Echo 4, India, Pakistan, India. In and out.
Well, my friend,
From River Rouge, Michigan, and Florida.
Kilo Juliet 5, Delta Lima Romeo, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 5, Foxtrot Mike, KC5, yeah, over.
well, it's a pretty good list. Good morning to Gil in Orlando. My friend Lloyd in Kansas, KC5FM. James in Madison, Texas, KJ5DLR. Was in and out this morning. You have a nice day, James. Thanks for sticking in the door for a minute. Ivan, KE2GEF from Gasport, New York, via the text line. Just before Ivan, there was a KO4
and I think I caused the problem. I started to double. The K04 only, please.
This is K04MAX, originally from River Rouge, Michigan. My dad was a district judge there. I'm now in Fort Pierce, Florida. K04MAX, Knockout 4 Max, X-Boxer.
Okay, K04MAX. I don't know why that's not... Oh, there it is. Fort Pierce. There we go. Seems like that is slow this morning. And Bill, K4IFI. Boy, Bill's been around here. He's in and out this morning, but Bill has been with us on IRLP over probably for 20 years. And good morning to you, Bill. Nice to see you pop in and out. Edwin from Gray, Georgia, also has been out, N4EMM, and he was mobile. Doug from Lubbock, get to you in just a second. I guess no, we're going to get to you right away, Doug. I guess you're mobile, so you're the only mobile I think that's going to stick with us here so far. Good morning to you, Doug, and what's on your mind this morning? W5ZEO.
Well, good morning to all on the second cup there, and I am just now pulling into the breakfast spot, so pretty good timing there, and enjoying our unusually cooler weather. Like we're supposed to hit in the upper 80s today instead of 100. Had rain showers last night, and it's much greener than normal. I'm sure the farmers are loving all the rain they've been getting. I think we're at over the last 60 days, we're at like 150% of the normal rainfall. So I'm sure the farmers are enjoying it, except for maybe driving the prices down too much because they'll have a great year. So nothing else on this end. Back to you, Dick. W5EO.
Well, go in and enjoy your breakfast. Trying to think who that was. Had a salami sandwich yesterday for Scott. I guess it was Charles. I think it was. Had a salami sandwich, but he had to go downstate in order to get it. So we were kidding in the Zoom room yesterday. Don't forget to, feed your neck controllers. Enjoy. Let's go up to Bob. KQ8U. Bob via the text line was always kind of like number one in here in the morning. And Bob, what's on your mind this morning? One of the things that we can discuss, if you like this morning, I like to do what's on your mind, get people to just tell us a few things. But one of the topics that came to mind, and Bob knows this, he's always at our town hall meetings. One of the things that came up in our East Coast Reflector town hall meetings, what is that? First, I guess that's the first Thursday of the month. That'll be coming up next week. Is audio testing. Everybody brought it up in the town hall meeting. Could we do some audio testing? Could we work with people to help get their audio straightened away? So what do you think about that, Bob? Do you think that's a worthwhile thing to do? We could do it between the Zoom room and, of course, on the Reflector. Do you think that would be something that you would be interested in? Good morning, KQ8U.
Morning, Dick, and the rest of the second cup. I think that'd be a great idea. You're on there and then somebody comes blowing you away with the sound, or you can't hear them. And I've been accused of that myself, my sound up, and I think that'd be a great idea with the Zoom room. It'd be a great day here, good car show day. First time in I don't know how many times. Days it hasn't been in the 80s, but no monsoons. But back to you, Dick, KQ8U.
Have a nice day, Bob, and thank you for always supporting you. Bob is there on every net. Bob is one of our biggest supporters, along with many, many, many others. Conroe, Texas, Gate 5YNU. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, everyone on the second cup. Happy Friday. And I appreciate you picking me up. I was a little late for the morning brew crew, but I listened a lot, so I didn't get a chance to get on it. But well, it's a great morning in Conroe, Texas. Believe it or not, it's 80 degrees instead of 90 at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I have a question for you. I'm building my first, or actually second one. I built a J-pole vertical HF 10-meter antenna. And my question is, can I connect it directly to that SO329, or do I need a balloon there for, just to balance out? I built one with, I made a coax, 4 inches coax there, but can I connect it directly or no? Back to net control, I appreciate it, you picking me up. K5 white.
Question, some do and some don't. You think you might have a little RF coming down your coax, it's always a good idea to do that. But most, I don't know if it's 50-50, but either or, I think it's kind of your option. I think it's way too early for Charles to be on here, our antenna man. But it's not a necessity, but it's good. It's a good choke. It's always a good practice just to keep any RF from coming back down your coax, especially if you have a short run. The shorter the run, a lot of times these guys with their off-center fed or end-fed dipoles, they have a real short run. Well, guess what? That coax coming in your house sometimes acts as the other half of the antenna. So with a real short run, what happens? It all comes right back into your transceiver. So it's a good idea, good engineering practice to do that. Let's move along. Maybe somebody else will have a comment on that as well. Just feel free to comment. Kind of open discussion here this morning. It's kind of the way we like to do it. Fort Pierce, Florida, KO4MAX. Good morning to you. And this is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Good morning. I've been a ham for a long time, but I just figured this out yesterday, the reflector function here. So, yeah, maybe a lot of mistakes. But, yeah, my father was district judge, and great-grandfather was a mayor and everything of River Rouge. So, our last name was pretty well known around there.
You're down in Fort Pierce in the sunshine and enjoying life. I see you're coming on 146.49. That's a simplex. That 49 is a simplex frequency in Vero Beach. For being with us this morning. Ivan, good morning to you. Ivan, Gasport, New York, KE2GEF, and I hear you're going to your county fair tonight.
Hey, Dick, and everyone else on the second cup. Yeah, I'm gonna be down there tonight. That's all. Be missing the snap, but hopefully, I would wish Grayson good luck on the USNAP tonight. Hopefully it'll go well here. Yeah, right now there's a lot of stuff on my mind at the moment. Right now at the moment, I'm mainly wondering when are we gonna get good rain down here up in Gasport. We just had some rain yesterday, but it was all white rain, and we're actually in a D1 drought at the moment. So, yeah, I'm tracking some storms here too. Got kind of bored, so tracking storms. Looking at this one in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the moment. That's causing a lot of flash flooding. So, yeah, other than that, this is K2EGF, back to net control, 73s.
A break whenever, and it was the plan last night, so we should be pretty well covered. And yes, we do need rain. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but like you say, that was not enough to do much of anything. So And next guy up, he's kind of involved in storms, Ivan, so KC5 FM might be somebody you might want to catch offline, and I know Ivan is very interested in weather, so good morning, Lloyd, KC5 FM.
Morning, Dick. Yes, I'm interested in weather a lot. And it's 67 degrees on the radio porch here in Couty County, Kansas. What's on my mind, I agree with your question about putting a decent signal on the air. I'm on Hamtramck Hotline on Sunset next month. This month it's going Sunset. And so putting a good signal on the air is important. Hamtramck Hotline has been my favorite for analog voice. Test servers. Every mode has a test server. You should be friends with it before you check into East Coast Reflector, before you check into sunflowernet.us. Go to test server for that mode and see how your signal sounds. That's the number one step. And yes, as you know, the biggest complaints I had at Net Control Saturday, complain about people coming on the net and not being able to be heard. He vented an email to them, but they can alleviate that if they'll simply go to the test server for the mode that they're trying to work, and before they connect to anything else, anything. And sunflowernet.us tries to marry analog and digital together, and I think we do a pretty good job, except for those people who don't know how to adjust their audio properly. Dick, did I say that fairly? I think that's a good question for the project you're working on Thursday. KC5FM, back to you, over.
Yeah, well said, Lloyd. There is a test server for every mode. However, what we have found, and many are coming in through other people's repeaters, let's say, or simplex nodes, and the node or the repeater might be adjusted right, but they need help adjusting their audio. So they don't have access, to a test server. So we're going to try to set something up. It'll come up several weeks in our town hall meetings, or several months, I should say, and we got it on our list, along with radio etiquette. That was another big one that keeps popping up. So we're going to try to do some nets and work with people, get some stuff set up here. And Joe is working on putting a VU meter on our audio, our real-time audio on our website, so you don't just have to listen to it. You can actually see if you're up into the red. I don't know what he's going to use for a meter for graduation. You know me, I'm old school. I like to see an old VU meter, but in this modern age, I'm sure he's just going to have a bar, but we will have an indication on our website coming up soon. So when you listen to your audio, you can also get a visual on it, which will help everybody. Thanks, Lloyd. Thanks for all you do in the weather business. Morning to Gil down in Orlando, K4GDS. What's on your mind this morning?
Oh, I've got a lot of things on my mind. I think the biggest one right now is that I'm counting down the days. 5 weeks from today, I give my daughter away. I'll be out in California, but I do plan on at least checking in the second cup that morning. Not sure I'll make it to the morning brew with time change, but I'll give it a shot. And a couple comments on some of the things I heard you talking about. Helping people with audio is a great idea. Dick, the first time you and I remember talking to you, I was playing with a Yagi, and you were helping me get audio adjusted on my handheld. And I think a lot of people, I was brand new at the time, had just gotten my ticket, within a couple months, and had no idea really what I was doing. And it was great to talk to someone like you that could help me with those things. And you were talking about the coax being counterpoise and all. One of the things I did this year when I went to Hamcation was I went to ABR and picked up a pre-choked coax, 25 foot, I think it is. And if I'm using my end fed, the choke goes on the radio end, and any other antenna, it goes at the feed point to the antenna. It just makes it real easy. One cable, and I just flip it depending on the antenna. But I've learned a lot over the years, and a lot of that from the East Coast Reflector, but I do like the idea of helping people with audio. It's something that I know is a skill set I didn't have when I first started. I guess that's about it. Dick, back to you, K4GDS.
Gil has been a big supporter here. Not only on the open mic, but he's been at all of our town hall meetings and asked the Elmer and so forth whenever he can break free. So yeah, we're always trying to help the whole team here, and it helps everybody if we can get some of this audio straightened away. It's a lot better. It's a lot better than it has been. A year ago, it was terrible. Oh man, it was just terrible. But a lot of people are really are looking at it and taking it to heart that, you know, you put out a signal, your call signs on it, you need to put it out that sounds good. And many don't know. Many want to fix it, but they just need some of the tools, so maybe we can work with them. Don't know how we're going to deploy this yet, but we've been talking about it. Tim, Detroit, Michigan, NATCS is up next. Good morning to you, sir. NATCS. Tim, are you still with me this morning from Detroit? Oh, maybe Tim stepped away. Let's go down to Vincent in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning to you, KR4EMM. What's on your mind this morning, Vincent, and what do you think about having an online seminar, let's say, for helping people get their audio adjusted?
Good morning, Bill, and everyone this morning. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, but that wasn't my question. And mine, excuse my ignorance, I'm a ham for about a month and a half now, and I'm having problems connecting. I guess the local repeater drops. Working, the repeater is on, but apparently it drops the node connection to the East Coast Reflector. And I guess is that a repeater problem, or is that something that happens on the East Coast Reflector? That's my question. Back to you, Phil.
Good question. It's Dick, WV2JPQ. I don't know. We're trying to figure that out, Vincent. I assume you're talking about 146.79 in Fort Lauderdale, the Motorola repeater W4MOT. We've been finding it off in the morning, and the South Florida guys have been sending emails asking what's going on, and our nighttime control stations have not taken it off, so we're not sure. I got somebody that's trying to work on it, trying to get us access to get the ports open so we can reconnect. So I don't know. I can't answer your question, but that's the repeater that you're talking about, correct? W4MOT 146.79.
Yes, Dick, that's it, and I apologize for misdoing the name. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. And I guess the other part of my question is, can I, instead of relying on that connection, can I go with the Echolink? I'm mostly mobile. In fact, all mobile. And I'm not moving. I'm parked in a park, and here every morning. So I guess my question is, can I connect to Echolink? I'm just registered with them for confirmation. Can I connect to my phone on a mobile? Back to you.
The answer to that is yes. If you're registered with Echolink, you can use our conference server, ECR 9050. ECR 9050 is our conference server. All one word, just put it together, ECR 9050, and it will take you right in to our server. So that is one way. If you're an All-Star user, if you have an All-Star account, you can use the IAX bridge. That's another gateway in from your phone. Whether it be Android or Apple, you would have to download the appropriate app and can come in that way. It's a little bit better audio than Echolink. But you do need an All-Star account for that. You don't necessarily need an All-Star node number, but you need an account. You need your password. Your password is proof of identity, if you will, that you are a ham for that. So, did that help you out? I think you said, yeah, you're real scratchy. And I haven't heard that scratchiness on anybody else on that repeater. I'm just wondering if it could be an RF connection on your end. So you might want to check your antenna connections in that, Vincent. Thanks for your question, and thanks for being here this morning. Let's go to John in Buffalo, New York, KK4JJK. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Dick. Everybody else out there. I had a quick question. I'm going to be down in Bradenton Beach, Florida for vacation in a little while. And I think there's an IRLP repeater out that way. Not knowing how that works, how do I connect to the East Coast Reflector if it's an IRL repeater?
Well, first of all, as you probably already looked, we do not have anything in that area that's connected full-time. There very well might be an IRLP node, but the process is you want to get a hold of the club, the repeater owner, or whatever, and get their permission to connect that node. Some people don't care. Others are very, very particular about it. They might have a prefix on it. If they don't have a prefix, you would just touch tone 9050. 9050 is our hub, our server for Echolink in Fenton, Michigan. Or I mean for IRLP. But you would have to, you really should talk to the repeater or owner, or if it's a club or whatever. Just get on the air and ask them, hey, I'd like to access the East Coast Reflector. And then while you're there, they might like us and they might want to stay. John, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I'll definitely do that, and see what they say once I get down there. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what goes on down there. Appreciate it. KK4JJK.
Thanks, John. And we're always looking for anybody. We're always looking for new repeaters. I hear it all day long. People say, every repeater in my area is dead, but the one that's connected to the East Coast Reflector. Well, let's get to some of these dead repeaters, if you will. Let's talk to the clubs, the node owners, repeater owners, and say, hey, we'll work with you. We'll work with you to get connected up, put an all-star node on it, and get connected up to the East Coast Reflector. That's how the reflector was built, just by trying to get people to connect and so forth and so on. So it's a mission that everybody can help, everybody can do. Everybody can help contribute to the East Coast Reflector by doing that, and there's thousands of repeaters that just sit dormant all day long. Or Paul and Mary might go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and Paul and Mary might come home at 5 and use the repeater for an average of 5 minutes a day. You'll find that all over. Let's get a list started. I'm going to turn it over to Vicki, and she can take a bunch and say good morning to you. So let's get a list started. Let's see if we have any mobiles first. Any late arrivals on the mobile scene at 9:30 or 30 past the hour here? This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Papa Mike Kilo, Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo, Chuck, Allen Park, Michigan. I am patio mobile on the handheld, KE8 PMK.
CBS, November 2, Papa Bravo Foxtrot. Also on the handheld, on the Golden Repeater.
Alright, it's coming up as deal if we got it right. N2 Papa Bravo Foxtrot. On the Colvin repeater, we'll get back to you in a second. We got Chuck and Allen Park on the patio. I guess that really doesn't count for mobile, but we'll let it count for this net, Chuck. Let's, who else is there? Let me get a list started here for Vicky so she doesn't have to log in. Run the net. Anybody anywhere like to get in this morning and share your comments with us and maybe ask us a question? Call signs twice.
Kilo November 4 Delta X-ray Kilo. Kilo November 4 Delta Oscar Kilo. Mike in Fort Myers, Florida.
Whiskey Bravo 5 in the Tango Tango. WB5I TG in and out. Good Friday morning, everybody.
K4KU, K4KU.
Kilo 9 Sierra Hotel Tango, Bruce, Port St. Lucie. Kilo 9 Sierra Hotel Tango, Bruce, Port St. Lucie.
For another Yankee ship, or G1 and 1.
KD2IWN, KD2IWN.
Alright, we'll hold up there. We got KD2 IWN, I assume in and out. 4G1 NYS. We had KD8 LV, and you were super faint, so I'm just going to put you as in and out if you didn't say that anyway. K9 SHT, and I was curious, that's actually a given call sign, it's not a vanity. K4KU WB5 ITT KN4 DOK, N2 PBF in and out. And mobile we had KE8 PMK, and I know I missed a few, so come again twice and slowly, please. This is Vicky, K8 PKY.
KD2IW, I'm not in and out, I'm here.
Yep, I got the KD2IWN, I just had you as mobile. And whoever was coming in through the Vero Beach, Florida, all I was getting was a W. Maybe try again in a little bit. KD2IWN, you're up first.
I'm not mobile, but thanks for taking me, Vicky. I'm at home. I'm just off today. I know I'm usually on Echo Link coming from work, but I took the day off, slept in a little bit, walked the dog, and here I am. I'm just coming in on 146835 this morning. But very good day. I didn't hear, I wasn't able to hear the answer or the question for the morning brew, but that's okay. There's always next week. and hope everybody's doing well. Not a lot going on today. I do got a bunch of running around to do this morning, and I might mow what is tall in my yard, which isn't much, to get that out of the way and trim it up a little bit. I got a big cottonwood tree in the back that's dropped a lot of leaves because it's like it always does when we don't get any rain like this. It dropped a lot of leaves, dead leaves, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit later and enjoy. The local, as Dick knows, the local Eden Corn Festival is going on, so we might check that out this evening, go there and have some dinner and some corn and check it out a little bit. That's all that's going on. I really don't have too many questions today. Just wanted to say hello and hope everybody has a great weekend. And thanks for checking me in this morning, Vicki, and all that good stuff. And Dick, thanks for everything you do. We appreciate that over here. So I'm going to say 73. Everybody enjoy your weekend. This is KD2IWN.
Okay, the results were about 40% yes and obviously 60% no. And as far as marking your mobile, it almost sounds like you have engine noises in the back. All right, next up, KE8, PMK Chuck.
Vicki, this is Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo. I don't have much to say this morning. I'm on the patio, kind of walking around out here in the courtyard. But I did hear my buddy, BE3TCS, he's using his stateside call sign today. Had a little problem or a question about common mode chokes. Tim, if you're still listening, QSY over to the 533 machine in about 15 minutes, and I will give you some information that I have, and I actually make them. So that's all I have for the net. Back to you, Vicki, from KE8 PMK.
All right, thanks for stopping by. Next up, Mike KN4D, okay.
This is Ken in Fort DOK, Mike in Fort Myers, Florida. I just wanted to say my note's on 24/7. Anybody's welcome to use it at all. K in Fort DOK.
Okay, well, if it's 10 watts or above and it's on 24/7, go ahead and shoot Dick an email at wb2jpq@aol.com and he'll get you on the map. Next up, Chris, WB5ITT.
KO4MAX.
Chris is in the middle of a pile of tea. There's probably in and out. Next up, K4KU.
Hey, good morning, Vicki and Dick. Good to have both of y'all in the second cup today. I'm actually just checking in from the M1KE device this morning and actually kind of really enjoying this little device. I will be in Washington, D.C. Saturday through Wednesday and plan to take it with me, so I won't miss any events. This is K4KU saying have a great weekend.
Thanks for stopping by, Jason. Next up, Bruce, K9SHT.
Greetings, everybody. This is K9SHT, Bruce, Port St. Lucie, Florida. Only the second time I've checked in on this through the repeater here. Makes me wonder if the repeater is on East Coast Reflector 24/7 or just for certain time periods. Be interesting. But usually I don't hear too many contacts on this after nets are over. So, something for me to research into. So, everybody have a great day, and hopefully I'll try to get next week and be more of a regular.
This is K9SHD.
Morning, Bruce. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. I want to clear something up. I misspoke before. I said you guys were on a simplex frequency. You're a 146. 146.9. Yeah, I guess you are. Is that indeed you have an offset on that, or is that a simplex? And if it's over 10 watts and an outside antenna, we would like to get it on our map. Do you know anything about the W3IFI 146.49 in Vero Beach?
That's interesting. In the repeater directory, it has listed as Port St. Lucie. No, I don't. A friend of mine, a fellow ham, gave me this frequency and says, since I'm a net junkie, you will enjoy it. That's about as much as I know about it. I might try asking questions. Hold up the friend who gave me the information.
Well, we're trying to sort it out here. We see that coming up, but you don't have much information on it. Is it an offset or is it simplex? Are you transmitting and receiving on 146.49?
Repeater, as far as I know. Let me look at the dial here. Talking and gabbing at the same time. To keep it open, I apologize to everybody so I can get my bad eyesight up here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I got it. Looks like it's offset.
Well, I corrected that because 146.49 is a simplex. 4958, 5255, and so forth, you know. But that's good. Well, we'll try to get to the node owner then, and because we are seeing more and more activity on it. We'd like to get it on our map. Thanks, Bruce. Back to you, Vicky. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. Just wanted to clear that up.
Question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot the gentleman's name. I apologize. You were talking about simplex, whatever. You gave me a frequency. I just want to confirm that you have the same one I have because receive is 145.270, transmit is 144.670.
That answers it then. What we're seeing on our scoreboard here is that the correct information. We show you coming in on 146.49 Vero Beach, so maybe something else is linked with you. Sorry for the confusion. Back to you, Vicky.
Yeah, it looks like it's another node or repeater from W3IFI. Next up, Steven, W41 NYS. I know you're in a pileup. If you said in and out, I didn't hear, but we'll see if you're still there.
Thank you. My name is Steven. Coming up, just this Friday evening here and I earlier to work to uniform. I have already sent you through the one on your QRX. I would like to appreciate him for the open more in the Philippines. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Steven, you are super choppy. It sounds like you got a bad internet connection. We can try back again in a few minutes, see if it's a little bit better. Up next, Mark, W5 MXG. W5 MHG.
Okay, W5MHG. I was trying to get my D-Star, but it's not cooperating. Anyway, thank you so much for running the second comp. We do appreciate it, and appreciate the YouTube video. We're in the middle of watching that. A lot of work went together. I can see it, all the work there. Thanks so much for all you do. W5MHG. Gracie says bow wow, yippee-yi-yay.
Thank you. And what he was talking about was the magazine is on YouTube. The CA audio overlay. If you'd like to listen to it, it's on the ECR YouTube page. Next up, KO4 MAX.
KO4 MAX. Yeah, I'm in Lakewood Park, Florida, just under Vero Beach, Indian River County, and that repeater is definitely in Port St. Lucie. I don't know why it would show a Vero Beach signal, but it's definitely a duplex repeater.
Yep, it's just more than one connected. Alright, that's the end of that. This will check-ins, and then I'll go back to Stephen in a minute. So, taking more check-ins twice. Slowly, please.
88FK in the mobile.
Kilo 7, Victor Whiskey Papa. That's Kilo 7, Victor Whiskey Papa.
KD4 QIP, Kilo Delta 4, Quebec, India, Papa.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie, WD8PIC.
4 Golf 1, November Yankee Shadow for check back.
Alright, well, up there we got WD8PIC, KD4 QIP, K7 VWP. We had Stephen 4G1 NYS back. And there was something that sounded like 88 SK. Can you come again, please?
Vicky, this is Leonard, 88FK, off the Detroit repeater, off the top of Renaissance. I'm in the mobile, 88FK.
Alright, we got you. And we'll start off with Stephen. You already sound a lot better, so go ahead, please.
Okay, thanks, Vicky. I just got closer to the Wi-Fi that we have. Hopefully it comes out better. Just came home from a social event this Friday evening, and earlier I also heard Kilo 4 Kilo Uniform kindly extend the case and my appreciation earlier for his efforts in the open mic yesterday morning here in the Philippines. With no further traffic, Vicky, I'll send it back to you this Friday evening.
Hi, you sounded great that time. Have a good day. Or evening. Next up, Leonard 88, FK.
Thank you, Vicki. I've been listening for a while here in the mobile and don't get time to call in. This is my first time of checking in on the Brew. Usually I listen about 7, 8 o'clock, or 8 o'clock is when you start, I think it is. But I don't have time to wait around on the base station. So, hey, the question earlier was about the state parks or county parks. We used to have a booth down at the state park there in Detroit. They call it the Michigan State Fair. It was a fun time, but they had to disband. They sold off the property and for developers. But it was a fun time. Back in the day, back in the 50s. Yeah, I'm that old, so good to hear you. Enjoy listening to the group, and I recognize the number of guys who checked in here, so good morning, guys. And I'll send it back to you, Vicki, from AD8FK in Detroit, Michigan.
Yep, actually the Brew is from 7 to 9. This is the second cup. Second cup is a lot more relaxed and talk about whatever you want, so state parks are still relevant. And I see you're not even an hour north of me, and I've seen the air quality, so don't breathe too deep. Next up, K7BWP. Mike, what's on your mind?
This is K7VWP Mike. Just wanted to check in today because I haven't been on the morning of the second cup in a while, but it's good to hear everybody out there, and I don't really have anything, so I'm going to turn it back to Net Control. K7VWP.
That works. Next up, KD4 QIP. Bart, what's on your mind?
Not a whole lot, just enjoying this beautiful morning. Having an issue one of the other users, I think, was having with a local repeater here in Huntsville, where it seems to be timing out for some reason on the Echo Link. It might be an off-star, I'm not sure what way it connects, but yeah, using the Echo Link app here for the first time, but turn it back over to you. Have a good morning.
Dick just said the 9-4 repeater in Huntsville is on IRLT. Right, next up, Bob, WD8 PIC.
Good morning. I went over to Ben's repeater. I checked in on Jerry's, but I went over to Ben's because I've got a better signal this morning. I'm on the smaller vertical, the 2-section vertical. Anyway, I do not attend any of the fairs. Of course, I've got health issues and fluid in the legs and whatever, so I don't like it, but that's what I'm dealt with, so I deal with it in the best way that I can. And of course, one of those ways is don't go anywhere where you might be tempted or whatever with junk food and whatever, because, that would be, because of the salt and whatever, my legs would swell up like trees and it would hurt, so I don't. I've been on the fairgrounds, of course, for like the Monroe Ham Fest and some of the others, where they have them at other times, but that doesn't count. Well, you're doing a great job, and even though I'm not a net user, I still agree with the audio test and everything. Of course, I'm coming in through a repeater, but I monitor my own station to make sure the audio is good, so if it isn't, it's because of something at the repeater site or a connection to the East Coast Reflector. It's not because of me. Anyway, everybody have a great rest of the day and enjoy the cooler weather over the weekend. Vicki, I know you are. I've still got my air conditioner on because of the very severe allergies, and we're going to have a lot of that fire smoke in the next few days also, if we don't already have it. Back to you, WD8PIC, Sylvania, Ohio.
Yeah, we're getting it. You can even taste it from time to time. Little tip on your air conditioner, if you can, adjust it so it doesn't pull in outside air. And that's the end of that list. I got about 5 more minutes left on the second cup. Taking check-ins twice as fully.
KD6LIL. KD6LIL.
Alright, I got KD6LIL. And whoever was coming in through the digital bridge, we didn't even get a letter. You can try again, please. Alright, anybody else? Last chance. I got KP2D. Can you come again, please, twice?
Jacksonville, Florida. Very good morning to you all.
Alright, I think we got it that time. You're pretty sketchy. KB2BIT, and we'll start with Jim. KD6LIL.
Yeah, thank you, Vicki. Good morning. Well, I just figured out how to get into the Zoom, so I'm able to see you, Joe, and good morning to Dick. Yeah. Now I feel kind of weird. I guess I've got to invest in a camera so you guys can see me. It's probably a good idea because I haven't gotten a shower yet this morning, so I'm just looking right out of. I'm looking like I just got out of bed, which I did a couple hours ago anyway. This is a lot of. I'm really enjoying the ECR, and sounds like there's a lot of great people out there. Oh, and I just wanted to ask, the first cup, Jeff said that I was breaking up. I'm using a node that's directly into my computer, connected into my brand new Hewlett-Packard. Anyway, and I was walking around a little bit, but I didn't get out of the node, so I'm wondering why I might have, if it was packet loss or what this. Just as long as I'm sounding okay, I'm very close to the node. I know I don't really need to be, but I'm just wondering if I'm making a solid connection this time.
You're perfectly understandable, but it sounds like your internet's having a rough time. If you go to eastcoastreflector.com, and you can find our hub monitor on there, you can see where you break up every time. Alright, and also the ECR Zoom room, always open at bit.ly/ECR at eastcoastreflector.com. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pick you up, but we'll try again. KB2BIT. Yeah.
Bravo 2, Boat India Tango, Jacksonville, Florida. Increase my power. Hope you're copying me now.
Scratchy, but much more readable than before. What's on your mind?
Oscar Baker, Echo Romeo Tango.
Zero Kilo Hotel India.
Oh, okay. Alright, it's after 10 o'clock. This is Vicky K8VKY. The end of the second cup, you're turning Reflector back to normal amateur use.
Charlie Liverpool. So.
The MB7, if you could hold on for 1 minute. This is Dick, W2JPQ. Was somebody calling me?